Welcome to CoinBook. My name is Calvin Waite, and I'm a professional crypto trader. I really like getting feedback from you guys about the market, what you're trading, successes, failures, so I'm going to go ahead and start giving out a t-shirt every week now. What I'll do is I'll look at all comments from Thursday to Thursday, and then Friday select a random winner. Well, today is a huge day for Bitcoin. A huge day. There's so many things to talk about. Number one, look at our 50-week moving average. Our 50-week moving average is above 20,000. So as of yesterday's close, yesterday's close was the first day that our 50-day moving average is above 20,000. So we have stabilized above 20, and we've traded above 20 for so long that our past 50-day average is greater than 20. That is just amazing. Absolutely incredible. We ticked above our prior high the day before, but now look at this. We're just going. So we've been in a green zone for 65 days now. So we will see how things play out with that. So the other thing to mention is that we are now, let me turn this off, we are now closing our month. And this will most likely be the first month ever that we close above our all-time prior high. So the very tip top of this wick, well, actually, I think we snuck above it last time, just to, I think it was it was just that really quick wick, and then we retreated back from it. But this is definitely with authority. So this month has been absolutely incredible. So the next thing is that in 6 hours and 20 minutes, not only will our month close, but our year will close. So let's take a look and see how things have mapped out for the past year. So here we go. What's interesting is that you can see a pattern where in January of 2013 we had this giant candle, very similar to the giant candle in 2017. Then we had a year of a bear market in 2014 and 2018. Then we had a lot of support in 2015 and ended with a green candle. And then in 2019, we ended up with a candle of a lot of resistance. So this was looking a little scary at the end of 2019, but we ended up in the middle of the range. And then 2020, we had a long wick and a huge body. So this candle is essentially this candle. And from a technical standpoint, you can see where our close did not overcome the wicks on the other two prior years, and it was all packed into 2017 that we got that break and the run. This one we've started a little early. We're going to end this year above, but this candle is also extremely bullish because we have more of a wick and we're closing higher. So this had a smaller wick, but we closed really close. What's interesting is you can see that in 2016, our high and our close were only $14 apart. So they were the high was very close to the close, and that only happened. That did not happen in any other candles, our high and our close being that close, until this year. So this year, our high is 29.3 and our close is, who knows what it'll be, but it's probably going to be in the 28,000s, but from a percent standpoint, there's a very, very small wick at the top of this. And here, same thing, very, very small wick. So what does that say? What does that tell us? Be interesting to see what 2021 has to bring, but looks like our formation is creating quite a pattern, and it would be a very, very interesting thing to see us do the same type of percent gain. That's not gonna let me. Anyway, so let's see. Just taking our candle. Well, actually, here it is. It's right here at the top. This it's 1,300%. So it'd be interesting to see what that could put on the table, and I think we've kind of done that a few times. But I think we're in. Most people put that in 300,000 department, somewhere in there, $300,000. But it should be quite a year. I think we're all pretty excited, looking forward to what this new year will bring. Let's see. Let's go with 28.7, and we'll multiply that by 1,300%. So that'd be times 14, pretty much. Let's go with that. 400,000. I think those Winklevoss twins have it nailed down. They're guessing 500,000. We got Guggenheim guessing 400,000. But I've got quite an opinion on that. I'll save it for another day. But this is quite the end of the year. Definitely as bullish as you could possibly get. Just keep in mind, January's some people that have done a lot of trading. They need to come up with some funds. So there's sometimes, historically, there's been sell-offs in January. But this year, at least recently, the trading has been absolutely insane, with buyers just taking everything that they can get. They're buying up every single dip. So we'll see how January plays out. So I forgot to mention in the prior segment that we are. I'm a little behind on my comments. I like to reply to all the comments, and everyone's been really cool, and I've actually laughed at a lot of them, and it's made me smile. But I'll try to get back to all those comments at some point. Just being out of town, I'm a little thrown off. But anyway, our total market cap has had a fairly stable day. The first stable day in a very long time. So we're here at around 7.5 million Bitcoin as a market cap of all altcoins, and you can see that our trend is starting to flatten. So if we can have a nice long consolidation in altcoins, then that gives us a chance for an altcoin season. So don't write off altcoin season just yet. This chart is starting to show the very, very first signs of pumping the brakes and slowing down and starting to level off. We're not out of the woods, but these types of things are this is encouraging. This is the type of action that you would see at the bottom of a run. The bears are getting worn out and bulls are getting anxious. So looking pretty good. New year like a new pair of pants. Time to do the crypto dance. So now that Decred has had its golden cross, we are seeing a bounce. What I'm hoping is that this gives us enough strength to get above the 50-week moving average. We've been trading between the 200-day and the 50-week for a long time. And at some point, there's going to have to be some kind of a convergence of these two. We can't trade between them forever. But it does look good. Yesterday, we tried to sell off, but we came right back, which shows that the 200 is support. So we are heading up today. It's one of the few that is in the green, well, at least of the of the ones that we've been following recently. There are a couple of others that are starting to flatten out. You can see that from the altcoin market cap. The one that people have been like, wait, how are you missing this? There are some DeFi coins that have been doing really well. I'm going to get down to the handful that really do deserve some recognition. Theta has been really wild. So Theta, normally if you have a green candle this big followed by a bearish engulfing at the top, it's usually extremely bearish. This is not a good candle. And then somehow we managed to create a little bit of consolidation and stability. And this is why you can't take candle formations word for word. Everything, you have to remember that trading is probabilities. The probability of us dropping out the bottom of this was higher than the probability of it going up out. So if you're putting, you have to trade in such a way that you can handle either reaction, because this is a very, very obvious bearish candle. Look at this. See how steep this line is here, and our consolidation was happening here. Like this is just waiting to be broken to the downside. This is extremely bearish, but that is not at all what happened. So Theta is full of surprises. It just, it's just a matter of odds. Now that we are trading above these highs here, it looks like we're in for a run. It looks really bullish. And now look at this. We've got a golden cross forming. So yeah, very surprising. I definitely would not have put my money on this breaking out this way. But for those that are trading and holding, man, congratulations. Zilliqa has also been one that's shown a lot of strength. It's looking a little more sad, but at least the formation is better. A bull flag points down. So if we can consolidate up and down as we point down, then it kind of gives the bears a chance to sell out and lose their momentum without completely selling off everything. So this has a higher chance of turning around, but it'll probably take a few more days. If it gets too low, then things will get messy, since it'll take a lot of work to get back up to these highs. But keep your eye on it. We just had a golden cross here too, so that is pretty impressive. Once the 100 gets above the 200, we'll be in a green zone. So Zilliqa is getting closer to a green zone. And then last thing, a lot of people were asking me about DOT. Polkadot is a coin that has been getting killed. We've been rejected over and over and over off of the 50, and it has just been really, really bearish. Our low happened right here, and it was essentially, we were just getting into the neighborhood of all-time lows. But this move here is not something I would have traded, because there's no warning. This is a complete whale move. And when a coin has no consolidation, has no established higher high, this is a manipulation move. So even though DOT holders or traders are happy because prices are going up, this is a very risky trade. I would have never taken a trade like this, because when you have no warning and no support and suddenly you jump up, then I'm always waiting for, I wouldn't get in until I see another higher low of support. So I'd be waiting until we dip one more time, and when I see that dip is kind of run out of steam, that's when I would pick this up. But this is very, very impressive. I mean, whoever's got the money to be pushing this up is definitely working pretty hard, because if we if we can hold these closes up here, we will be above the 50, which is a huge level to break. So I don't know how long we'll make it because, you know, I mean, this is a young coin, so you've always got a tiger by the tail. You know, you can see these wild spikes, but I'm just a little bit more measured in my trading. I like to see things consolidate or whatever. So we're not high enough above the 50 that we can come down and find support on the 50, and then I would take my entry. We've come up so much that any kind of a correction to get us to a place where we can grab would most likely be below the 50. So it just feels a little off. So I don't know if that'll help any of you, but I would be patient with this one. I don't know if we're quite out of the woods. A group of whales pushing us up for 2 days straight doesn't necessarily change markets, but it can. Just depends on how strong the rest of the investors feel. Like if it convinces people and everyone's piling in, then nothing can stop it, right? So anyway, best of luck in your trading, and hope everyone enjoys their new year. I don't know what everyone was complaining about. 2020 was the best year ever, right? Bitcoin doing just rocketing off the planet. For all of us crypto guys, we're like, what's wrong with 2020? But I have a feeling 2021 will be even better. So happy new year, everybody. Okay, it is time to separate the CoinBook trolls from the CoinBook fans. So these are the magnificent t-shirts that we are giving away every Friday. These are individually packaged with love from your best friends, China. There's also this incredible option designed by yours truly. And we'll be giving away probably 1 or 2 of these every Friday to just a random comment on any of the videos over the past week. But, and I don't blame you, if you absolutely cannot live without one of these shirts, I am willing to part with them for $15 worth of your favorite crypto. Just reach out to me on social media and we'll get you guys hooked up.